Episode 3A. If you feel like you should already know your purpose by now, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not broken because you do not have the whole vision yet. You may just be trying to force something that is meant to unfold. Welcome to Mentoring Myself, real guidance for finding peace, purpose, stability, and success. These are the lessons I wish I had when I was in your shoes. I'm Christos. Today, we are talking about purpose. And I know that word can feel heavy. Purpose. It sounds like this giant thing you are supposed to discover. Like one day, you are supposed to wake up and suddenly know exactly who you are, what you are here to do, how you are supposed to make money, who you are supposed to help, what your gifts are, what your mission is, and what your whole life is supposed to mean. That is a lot of pressure. And for a lot of young adults, purpose does not feel inspiring. It feels stressful. Because when you do not know your purpose, it can start to feel like everyone else got the instructions and somehow you missed the meeting. Someone knows their career path. Someone knows their passion. Someone is building a business. Someone is posting about their dream life. Someone is already doing meaningful work. And you are sitting there thinking, what am I supposed to do? What am I good at? What if I choose wrong? What if I waste time? What if I never figure it out? I want to offer you a different way to see it. Purpose is not always found all at once. Sometimes purpose is built. It is assembled. It is revealed piece by piece through curiosity, service, experience, mistakes, heartbreak, work, relationships, failure, growth, and the things that keep calling you even when you try to ignore them. When I look back at my own life, my path was not perfectly straight. There were chapters that looked separate at the time: business, real estate, coaching, spirituality, writing, podcasting, helping people understand themselves. At certain points, these looked like different lives, like different versions of me. And there were times I wondered if I was jumping between paths instead of following one. But looking back, I can see the thread. Business taught me how the world works. Real estate taught me pressure, people, negotiation, responsibility, and ambition. Coaching taught me how deeply people want to feel seen. Spirituality taught me that outer success can still feel empty without inner peace. Writing and podcasting taught me how to turn lessons into something that can help someone else. And now, from this point in my life, I can see that none of it was wasted. It was all part of the training. But I could not see that while I was inside it. That is the hard part. When you are in the middle of your life, you do not always see the pattern. You just see confusion. You see loose pieces. You see jobs that did not work out, relationships that taught you something, interests that came and went, dreams that changed, mistakes you wish you did not make. But later, if you are honest and aware, you start to see that life was collecting material. It was shaping you. It was showing you what matters. It was showing you what drains you. It was showing you where your energy goes. It was showing you who you become when you are helping, creating, learning, leading, serving, or telling the truth. So if you do not know your purpose yet, I do not want you to panic. I want you to pay attention. That is the first shift. Stop trying to force purpose. Start paying attention to what keeps repeating. What topics do you keep coming back to? What problems do you naturally care about? What kind of people do you feel drawn to help? What makes you feel useful? What makes you feel alive in a quiet, grounded way? What do people come to you for? What kind of pain have you lived through that gave you wisdom? What kind of work makes time move differently? These are clues. They may not give you the full answer today, but they point you in a direction. And direction matters. You do not need the whole staircase to take the next step. The second shift is this: do not confuse purpose with a job title. Purpose and career can overlap, but they are not always the same thing. Your purpose may express itself through a business, or a job, or a creative project, or a family, or a community, or mentorship, or healing, or teaching, or building something useful, or becoming a certain kind of person in the lives of others. Sometimes people say, "I do not know my purpose," when what they really mean is, "I do not know how to make money from what I care about yet." That is a real question, but it is not the same as not having purpose. You may already have purpose moving through your life, even if the structure has not been built yet. You might already be the person people come to when they need honesty. You might already be the one who brings calm into a room. You might already be the one who sees patterns. You might already be the one who creates beauty, solves problems, asks better questions, protects people, teaches, organizes, listens, builds, heals, or inspires. Do not dismiss what comes naturally to you just because you have not monetized it yet. The third shift is this: let your purpose evolve. One of the biggest traps is thinking that purpose has to be one fixed thing forever. But you are not fixed. You grow, you mature, you learn, you outgrow old identities, you discover new parts of yourself. So your purpose may change shape as you change. That does not mean you were wrong before. It means you are alive. The version of you at 20 may need to explore. The version of you at 25 may need to build. The version of you at 30 may need to refine. The version of you at 40 may finally understand why certain things had to happen. There is wisdom in the longer arc, so do not let the pressure to find your purpose make you miss the purpose of the season you are currently in. Maybe this season is teaching you discipline. Maybe it is teaching you boundaries. Maybe it is teaching you how to heal. Maybe it is teaching you how to earn. Maybe it is teaching you how to leave what is no longer true. Maybe it is teaching you how to trust yourself. Maybe the purpose of this season is not to give you the full answer. Maybe it is to make you ready for the answer. That matters. So here are 3 practical things I would give you. First, follow curiosity with discipline. Curiosity alone can become distraction. Discipline alone can become dryness. But curiosity with discipline becomes discovery. If something keeps calling you, give it a real trial, not one afternoon, not one video, not one thought. Give it time, study it, practice it, serve someone with it, create something with it, test it in real life. Purpose becomes clearer when it is lived, not just imagined. Second, ask what pain you are willing to serve. This question changed the way I think about purpose. A lot of people ask, "What do I love?" That is useful. But another powerful question is, what problem do I care enough about to stay with? Because purpose often lives where your gifts meet someone else's need. What kind of confusion do you want to help people move through? What kind of pain do you understand? What kind of problem makes you quietly say, "Someone needs to help with this"? That may be a clue. Third, build the next honest chapter. Do not try to solve your whole life. Build the next honest chapter. What is the next step that feels true? Not perfect, not guaranteed, not impressive? True. Maybe it is learning a skill. Maybe it is leaving something. Maybe it is starting something small. Maybe it is having a conversation. Maybe it is getting support. Maybe it is taking one area of your life more seriously. Purpose is not only found through thinking, it is found through honest movement. That is the mentor moment for today. You do not need to know your entire purpose before you begin. You need to become the kind of person who listens, experiments, learns, serves, and tells the truth about what is calling you. You are not behind because you do not have the full answer. You are not failing because your purpose is still forming. You are not lost just because your path has not become obvious yet. But you do have to participate. You do have to pay attention. You do have to stop waiting for a perfect sign while ignoring the quiet clues that are already here. Here is your reflection question. What keeps calling you even if you do not fully understand why yet? Sit with that. Not what looks impressive, not what gets approval, not what sounds practical to everyone else. What keeps calling you? That might not be the full answer, but it may be the next door, and sometimes the next door is enough. If this episode helped you, send it to someone who feels pressured to have their whole life figured out. They may not need more pressure. They may just need permission to let their purpose unfold honestly. This is Mentoring Myself, and I'll see you in the next episode.